Sparks fly for Bear. Dudley was keen to show his worth. He thundered along with Henry's goods trains and even took the flying kipper without complaints. His trains were timely and orderly, for the trucks were too intimidated to attempt trickery. The engines were grateful for his help, and he proved to be good company in the shed, for all except one. "Had a good run today, Dudley?" asked Bear with a smile. "Quite," came the grunt of a reply, before he turned his attention to the others. Bear was no stranger to harsh treatment from steam engines. He knew of the damage done by previous diesels with far less class. Even so, Dudley was a tough nut to crack. Bear was restless that night. He kept thinking of how to prove himself a friendly sort. He glanced at the clock. The flying kipper would be due out soon. But Dudley was fast asleep. "Psst," whispered Bear. "Dudley!" A loud snore was the only reply. "Dudley!" Bear hissed louder. "Oh, great heavens! No, don't take me, "Calm down," soothed Bear. "It's only me." Dudley scowled. "You foolish diesel! You've disturbed my sleep! What do you want?" I wanted you to wake up," stammered Bear. The kipper is due soon. If you're too tired, I could—" "Don't you even suggest it," snapped Dudley. "I'm more than capable. Tired indeed." When he had steam up, Dudley snorted away. Bear was speechless. The next day, Dudley ambled to the yards. As Donald shunted trucks for his goods train, he spied a lone fuel tanker in a siding. "Why is this one not on the train? Am I not stopping at the refinery today?" "Aye, you are," replied Donald. "Faulty brakes on this one, though. Needs repairs before you can take it." "Ah, understandable. Grateful for your help, Donald, but I'll finish things here. You have other trains to shunt, I'm sure?" "Aye," said Donald. "But say no more, then. My train, my responsibility." Suspicious, Donald silently puffed away. Before long, Bear arrived at the station and found Dudley red-faced in a nearby siding. "I say, Bear!" he called hoarsely. "Are you all right?" asked Bear. "No, I'm not," Dudley sighed. "I'm terribly sorry for my outburst last night. You were only looking out for me. It seems I need you to look out for me again. Could you take my goods train? I'm having steaming troubles." "Leave it to me," Bear smiled. "Thank you ever so much," Dudley grinned. "You are a good engine. You just need to fetch all the fuel tankers from the siding." Feeling much better, Bear ambled off to gather the tankers. He shunted them in the middle of the train and started away with a friendly hoot. Out on the main line, they were going well. Suddenly, Bear felt resistance. "Smarten up back there," he growled to the trucks. "No tricks today, thank you." The truck's reply was drowned in a horrible screeching. "Oh!" Bear winced. "Whatever is happening?" Bear couldn't have known the culprit was the faulty tanker. As they rumbled over the points, it happened. Bear came to a sudden stop, and his driver looked back. "Caw," he said. "What a mess! We'll need—" "Fire! Fire!" shouted the guard. The fuel tanker was ablaze, and those behind it were soon engulfed. The signaller hurriedly phoned the fire brigade. To Bear, it was ages before the wail of sirens filled the air, and the blaze was under control. Later, Dudley arrived with the breakdown gang, an inspector, and the fat controller. It didn't take long to pinpoint the problem. "The wheels on the fuel tanker completely locked up," said the inspector. "I reckon that caused it to derail on the points, and sparks started the blaze." "Hold on," said a workman. "That tanker was on the out-of-use siding earlier. It wasn't to be touched." "Bear," rumbled the Fat Controller, "how did this truck become part of your train?" "I don't know, sir," stuttered Bear, quite shaken by the ordeal. "Dudley told me to collect all the tankers." "I certainly did not," interrupted Dudley. "Why would I? Donald told me that one wasn't to be touched." "I would advise," interjected the inspector, "you pay closer attention next time you assemble a train. It will take a considerable amount of time to repair this damage." The Fat Controller nodded gravely in agreement, and he and the inspector strode away. "Not enough to lead us to scrap," Dudley muttered darkly, "but to accuse me of sabotage? The nerve!" He left indignantly. Bear, ashamed and confused, looked solemnly at his buffers.